When you develop a transit system that will carry people through these areas, these are major employment areas, back and forth to where they live and so on, you're going to encourage growth to happen automatically. That's a characteristic of bus rapid transit, is that development tends to migrate towards those BRT corridors.
The thing for those people that are along 8th Street or within a neighborhood that borders on 8th Street is that as long as you can get to 8th Street, and whether it's a skateboard, a longboard, bike, walk, run, jog, have your mom or dad drop you off, or have your kiss and ride with your partner, as long as you get to 8th Street, there's a bus. There's a bus that's going to get there within 5 minutes, and then you can be on your way to downtown. If I were to try and do that on 22nd Street at this point in time, I've got one major obstacle, and that's railway lines. I don't control when the trains run through town, so 5-minute frequency gets blown out of the water when I've got a 25-minute wait for a train to go back and forth across the crossings. 8th Street's coming this summer. We're looking at doing that along 22nd Street in next year, along College Drive after that, and then we'll do Warman Road and Idlewild at the same time.
Well, we need to create a transit culture in Saskatoon. The attitude around transit has to change. There are portions of the system that might start out as side running, but a curb lane has been identified as, when you look at our roadways, you look at the characteristics of the land uses on those roadways or adjacent to those roadways, curb lane just seems to make sense for Saskatoon. Curb lane is something we're also used to. We run our buses currently along those existing curb lanes, so it's not a stretch of the imagination to visualize a dedicated lane on those existing curb lanes. And it could start out as simply dedicating existing lane for parts of the day, peak hours, for example, and then returning that lane back to traffic.